Hey Bernie, how are you? Is it just me or has today been completely boring until like 2 or 3 hours ago? Hey, home mycology, right? How have you been? Can you guys hear me all right? You like my picture? I thought it was kind of funny. I'm all festive and stuff. Got my little pumpkin going with my Starbucks boom. Hey, Wheezy. Home mycology, I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. Hey, Bree. You like that picture? My grandbaby got dedicated at church today. I'm so proud of you, Brienne. So, hey, Carrot Top, how are you? Hey, Wild One, Sand Dancer, my bunkie. So, I was going to come on here and talk about a few things like hate bonding and hey, Real World Podcast. Good to see you. I can't lie. I was over there lurking in Tracy's, just peeking behind the bushes, listening to what was said. Because let's face it, everybody in this community lurks. And if they say they don't, they're lying. So yeah, I was totally lurking. Hey, Controlla. And I'm not, coming on here like scream and yell and freak out or anything, but there's some things that I want to um, kind of debunk in my own way, because I don't agree with some of the things that she was saying. And I'm not going to do it in a meanful way. I just don't agree. And, that's what we do down here in the drama community. If you don't agree with what someone says, you'll react and go live and give your version. Well, that's what I'm doing. Hey, Florida Keys Amy, how are you, gorgeous? Keneal, how are you? Sand Dancer says professional lurker. So my girl. So my. Oh. Oh, did you like those houseplant posts that I made? Oh my gosh, all my plants have gotten so much bigger. I'll have to do that again. Hey, Miss Lennon, good to see you. Hey, 50 Shades, pretty girl. Um, yeah, especially my cactus. Oh my gosh, it's huge. You'd be proud. If I could only get rid of those little, I have some kind of bugs on some of my plants and I just can't kill them. They're like little white ball looking things and I can never remember what they're called, but they drive me insane because they kill some of my plants. Thank you, Brienne. I want to get you some, Brienne, so you can start doing plants of your own. Oh gosh, yeah, 50 Shades. See, okay, that's the thing about me. Like, if I'm friends with someone, I don't need to dislike them just because they like someone I don't like. That's one thing that drives me absolutely sane in this community. And I'll tell you why. The reason is because, we should like people for who they are. You know, hate bonding is such junk. Um, Trying to fit in with a clique is so childish. It's just stupid. And, Tracy did say, she said, let me get out my little handy dandy notebook. She said there was a lot of people in Diane's that were hate bonding because people hated Laura or MGL or even herself. And Tracy, come on. That could be said about you guys as well. Because if you don't, okay, it's been what, about a year? You guys were in Diane's chat as well. And, you was always wanting to get up on panel and you was kind of close with Diane. And then all of a sudden, like, it just turned off like a switch, you know? Um, you didn't like her anymore. And I think that's why you and I kind of butted heads and we went our separate ways because I cared about Diane, right? I can't just drop somebody like that. And next thing you're up on panels with like MGL and Laura and this one or that one. And I'm thinking, wow, just a couple months ago, we were doing panels about Laura. And now you're all cool with her. So that's why people will think, well, maybe you guys hate bonded too. And I'm not trying to, hey, flower lady, how are you? And I'm not trying to like come off as like some kind of asshole or anything, because I'm not. I'm being honest about how I feel and the way I see things. I'm not trying to like, throw shade at anyone. It's just, there's people that are going to care about Diane because they still believe in her or they were her friend. And I can say right now, Diane has never given me money. Yes, Real World Podcast. Yes. I do remember when he was Public Enemy number one. Yeah, absolutely. How are you? This is kind of a good thing sometimes, especially in this community, because it'll get you in trouble if you like voice your opinion. I'm sure people will go in on me for this one because I'm not quite done, but I don't even really care anymore. Like, I'm to the point where, you know, if someone's not making fun of me for being an addict or being drunk or slurring my words, I mean, it's whatever. It's stupid. It's childish. There's a lot of childish people in this community. Hey, Kim, hold on real quick. I need to get a drink. But like I was saying about the hate bonding, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There's different little groups in this whole community. And if like the leader or whatever doesn't like a particular person, then that whole group doesn't like that person. You know what I mean? And that makes no sense to me. That's kind of like why I've always been like kind of a scavenger, like on my own as a lone ranger. Like, I don't really fit into a group because I don't do well with following a crowd, or I don't do well taking orders or being told that I shouldn't like this one or that one, because I'm really stubborn and hard-headed. And if you try to get me to not like someone, I'm probably going to end up not liking you. That's just how I am. That's how I've basically always been. And I don't know. I mean, this whole thing with Diane has been going on for quite a while. And now that she's back, are we going to really drum up all these receipts again? Like, does that, for what? You know? And there's no proof, in my opinion, that she scammed anyone. And I'll tell you why. Because Diane said that any donation that said for St. Jude or for the kids went to the kids. And the donations that said nothing about St. Jude went with her. And let's not forget that she has helped people in this community. And Tracy, I want to correct you. That purse that you were talking about didn't go to that person. That purse actually went to that person's daughter. Let's not forget that. That's facts. That purse was for Sonia's daughter. And another thing I'd like to mention, Diane did not go live on top of Amanda Lynn. Let's just get that straight out on the front. Diane was live first. So there's that. Hey, Donna Marie. I think Diane has the right to be on this platform. She has the right to do what she wants to do. And she has the right to talk about whatever she wants to talk about, just like we all do. And it drives me insane when creators sit there and count other people's donations or super chats. Like, why can't you just be happy that somebody's getting a super chat? I mean, I'm not going to call you out, but I was on a Discord call with you and yesterday, and I had brought up the fact, instead of counting people's coins, we should be happy that someone else is getting super chats, right? I mean, that means that somebody likes them if they're going to be giving out super chats. Why sit there and the next freaking day go live and talk about super chats that person was getting? That makes no sense to me. Like, what business is it of yours? Nobody cares that you're getting super chats. Actually, people are happy that you get them. People are happy. I don't know. I just don't understand this whole jealousy thing. I don't. It drives me nuts. Yeah, you're right. I like who I like, and I dislike who I yeah. Yeah. And, there's a lot of my friends that do not like Diane, and that's fine, but I can still remain friends with that person because I like them for who they are. I don't like them for who they like or dislike. I like them because of their charisma, their gumption, their personality, you know? And that's how it should be. We're in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. We shouldn't be doing these little cliques to where you're going to bully up on one person because you don't like them. It's YouTube, it's a public forum. And, you know, with the receipts and Diane, maybe, okay, Tracy, okay. You said that Diane said that she was going to show receipts. Well, do you remember how bullied Diane was getting? Hey, Top Cop. Hey, housekeeping. I love you. Does anyone remember that? I mean, Diane was getting, oh my gosh, so many lives, hours worth of lives, hours worth of videos made on her. And so many lies started to like appear. And I think Diane was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not showing anybody shit. And she has that right. Just because you think she should show something does not mean that she has to. And let's face it, when you give a super chat, it's out of your hands. You have no control over that. I mean, I guess you could go into Google and say, do like a refund thing or whatever that's called, retract it. I don't know. I've never done that. But I guess you could go that way. But I think after so long, that option's not there for you. I'm losing my voice. Hey, Ash274. Yeah, right. I don't give two. I don't give a shit about Laura, Tiffany, MGL, and I'm not going to let whatever they say or think about me right. I agree with that. I need to take another drink. Oh gosh. I hope I'm not getting sick. The weather's starting to change and I'm starting to lose my voice again. And every time I get sick, that's the first thing that goes is my voice. Okay, so Alex, hypocrites all over the place. Yeah, there are. If you're referring to me, can you point that out? Where was I being hypocritical? And I don't know if that was towards me or not. I don't know. Hey, Kim with the little eye. How are you, darling? Christmas list scammer. Um, I heard this is the place where all the lowlifes hang out. That's cute. Yeah, lowlifes. Okay. I mean, you're entitled to have your own opinion. If you want to sit there and think I'm a lowlife, go for it. If you want to think that I'm just some junkie, go for it. Trust and believe I'm living all right. You know, I was looking in the comment section of someone's little video they made of me the other day, and it was so funny. They was sitting there talking mad shit about how, Sarah's not sober. Sarah's doing this or that. Sarah's not in recovery. How do you know what I do outside of my home, outside of YouTube? You have no idea what I'm doing to get myself back on the right path that I need to be. Who are you to tell me anything? That's the way I look at it. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm so glad y'all's lives are so perfect that you can sit there and dog someone that recently went into, oh gosh, that recently, Leia, that recently relapsed. And you're going to sit there and talk mad shit about him. Like, for one, it's not your business. For two, you know, it's their personal life. Leave it alone. You don't have to believe them, but if you don't like it, if you don't like what I'm saying on my panel or on my channel, don't frickin' watch. Like, I'm not begging anyone to be here, but I am grateful for those that are here. Hey, Mr. Brown, how are you? Controller. Oh yeah, Ems, I know I'll get there. I mean, I'm already on that journey, I've made really good decisions in the past couple of weeks, and things are looking up, and like I'm over that hump, where I don't sit there and have cravings or sit there and think about the next time I'm going to relapse. And let me also state for the record, people keep making like these jokes about needles and stuff. No, 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 no. I have not touched a needle in 7 years. When I relapsed, it was nothing like that. Nothing. Hey, Pugs. I'm so happy to see you in here. Oh, it just drives me crazy. And it's been a little while since I've gone live, and I guess I've been a little built up with some things that I've been wanting to say, and I'm going to say it. I support Diane. Now, there might have been like a minute and a half that I did question things, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I don't support Diane, but it didn't last very long. And let me also say that I support Wendy. I love Wendy, and I'm always going to love Wendy. And, it does kind of hurt that there's turmoil there between her and Diane, and that like ladies' night is gone. And that kind of sucks, because that was fun for a lot of people. But the reason I wanted to bring up Wendy is because someone that I'm not going to name, someone that I cannot stand, made a video about her. Let me tell you that Wendy has had a clone for a while now, just like my husband had a clone for a while that was commenting on that same channel. Does it take a rocket scientist to figure out who that troll account probably is? But Wendy would never go into MGL's live. She wouldn't do it. And trust and believe that Wendy is not intimidated by MGL. Wendy is a very smart lady, and she can hold her own. And if ever those two were to get on a panel and debate, I guarantee you, I'd put money down on it that Wendy would own that shit. That would be like me going into Laura's and typing something. You'll never see that happen. Never. So that video that Brian did was complete bunk. That wasn't Wendy. Get over it, dude. And Tracy, thank you for saying that my merch did not suck. I appreciate that. I think my merch is kind of cool. And I'm in the process of making some more because there was some people that liked it. Boom. I'm doing little cups now, and there's going to be a few little sayings on them that are pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm just getting to this point where the jealousy is absolutely crazy. If you go live and talk about other people's super chats all the time, you've got issues, dude. Why are you counting other people's money? Why are you saying that people are only in Diane's out of hate bonding? No, the majority of the people that was in Diane's was there for Diane because they still cared about Diane, because they still believed in Diane. It had nothing to do with hating Molly or Laura. At least I'm not one of those people that up and left Diane and Wendy and went running back to Laura or Molly. So that's what I had to say about that. Because a lot of people did, which blew my mind. Like, a lot of people literally didn't know where to go. So they went running back to Laura. They went running back to MGL. And I'm like, are you people crazy? Do you not remember the past? Do you not remember things that have happened to you and what those people did to you and how hurt you were because of their actions? Oh, it drives me nuts. Yes. You know what? I actually already have one. I just have it archived. And I've had it for a long time, home mycology. I have one with a really cool saying, and the little guy is sitting in a meditation setting. It's really cool. But I don't know if I can do it because that might be copywritten. I don't know. Sand Dancer. I didn't get involved in this Diane saga. I was upset that people got hurt. Yeah, right? Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Sand Dancer and I, for instance, maybe she doesn't like Diane, right? Maybe she, or maybe she wanted to stay out of it. Sand Dancer and I have always been able to remain friends. We didn't have to split ways or separate because I liked Diane and maybe she didn't. That's so childish. And that it's happened so much in this community. Like, if one person doesn't like a creator, 10 will leave that creator just to go along with the little crowd. Grow up. I just can't handle it. Yeah, you're right, teacher mom. Absolutely. Mm. Yeah, absolutely, Deborah Ann. And even Diane mentioned that last night. Look at what Laura did. I am not intimidated by Laura. What's she going to do? Sit there and yell at me? So I'll go ahead and say it. She used St. Jude to make bank off of her candles right after all that shit went down with St. Jude and Diane. Laura knew that she can make profit off of that by saying, I'll give $5 per candle to St. Jude if you just buy a candle. $5 of it'll go to St. Jude. So what makes you any better, Laura? Oh, because you showed a couple receipts? Guess what? I've seen receipts. Diana showed me receipts. Sucks she didn't show them to you. Huh. But maybe that's why Diane didn't show any receipts, though, because you got assholes like Laura and MGL, Tiffany, and all these other people, Corey, that sat there and demanded on seeing receipts and slandered Diane's name, looked her up, called her husband's mother. You think she's just going to come back with open arms and say, well, it's okay, I'll show you the receipts? Hell nah. Hell nah. I wouldn't. I'd be like, eat shit. Sorry. And if people get mad at me for this live, I apologize. But I've always stood true to my beliefs, and I've always stood my ground, and I don't follow a crowd. I do my own thing, and I believe in what I believe in. And if I stand firmly on something, I'll talk about it. If I believe in someone, I'll defend them, because that's what friends do. Right? Oh, I miss your big channel, home mycology. But you know what? You know, you can grow that again. You know what I mean? Like, you're on your way already. Your channel rocks anyways. If anybody wants to learn how to grow mushrooms, even like lion's mane or any kind of mushroom imaginable, home mycology is the dude that can teach you. And he's got some pretty cool ways of like growing mushrooms. And they're not all psychedelic mushrooms. They're like any kind of mushroom you can imagine. It's pretty cool. Oh, TikTok. Yeah. I've actually started getting into TikTok. Thanks, Brienne. My daughter kind of got me hooked on TikTok. She'd send me little videos and I'd sit there and watch them. Hey, sweet crazy. How are you? Yeah. Grow some oysters. Those are good. I'm telling you. Brienne. um Mike Brown, there's a lot of documentation coming out of scientists and doctors um saying that microdosing is, going to be legal. And it already is in certain states, because it does help with depression. And you can't get addicted to microdosing. You just can't. But if it can help save a life, then I'm all for it. Because, people get depressed and they end up committing suicide. And that's sad. It happened to my mom. I wish times were different. I'm all for it. I don't know. I just wanted to like rant about a few things that I've been like holding in. And this whole St. Jude's thing has got to end at some point. Like, let it go. If you don't like Diane, don't watch her. But the reason these people keep going live about her is because they know they'll get the views and they know they'll get the sympathy, because they keep indoctrinating people into thinking that Diane's this big scammer. And then you got Molly over there sitting there telling everybody that she raised 40 some $1,000 for St. Jude, which is a lie, has been debunked by Wendy V. And if anybody would like to go and watch that, if someone could put that video in chat, I would be so unbelievably grateful, because Wendy V broke it down and she was like, nope, this is how it went. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Microfossils. Damn it, autocorrect. Oh gosh. Oh, and that's another thing, Tracy, that I wanted to mention just real quick. Analyzer did not pay back all of that money. I was there for that. I was there from the beginning of it to the end. She did not pay all that money back. And Analyzer did a video on me not too long ago, so therefore I'm going to talk about it. There was a person in this community that passed away that gave Analyzer a lot of money. Analyzer never paid her back for that. Thank you, Ash274. Thank you. Thank you, sweet crazy. But yeah, like I said, Analyzer did not pay everyone back. If people want to believe that, that's on them. I'm just saying, I know she didn't. And I would like for anyone, to show me where I've ever hate bonded with anyone in this community. I've always tried to get along with people. Now, there are a few that I don't like, that I will never get along with, but I don't have to continuously fight with them all the time. Have I done lives about Laura? Yep. Will I ever do another one about her? Probably so. But as of late, Laura who? You know, I've been doing my own thing. She does her thing. I don't even watch her. Quite frankly, I don't even care. And there's no way that I could ever go back to someone like her after all that she has said and done. So that's why it surprises me when I see certain people up on panel with her, or texting with her, or talking behind the scenes. That will forever confuse me. It drives me nuts, man, because that's what you call hate bonding. That's hate bonding. Yep, Lol's cow. Amen. Do you think Diane could be manipulating you behind the scenes? No, because I don't really talk to Diane a whole lot behind the scenes. Every now and then we talk, but no. I mean, she's always been honest with me, and she's never tried to like influence me by money or anything. Like, that's never happened. Like, I like Diane. I liked her when all this was going on. Like, I have a hard time giving up on people, and that's just me, though. I mean, other people are different, but for me, like, I still believe in Diane. I think she has a great channel, and I think that she was a voice for a lot of people. And she did help she and Wendy both helped people have resolutions. And I'm grateful for that, you know? And I guess other people either forget that, or they don't care, or they let anger and hate eat at them, you know, because they are so hell bent on Diane being a scammer, which there's been no proof that she was a scammer, because there was nothing ever shown. Yeah, I am very trusting. And sometimes that gets me in trouble, because it kind of makes me look naive at times. Because, I've been burnt a few times, and I think we all have, but we learn from it. We move on and grow. And, there's been a lot of things said about me that's just not true, which really burnt me up. And I'm contemplating talking about it. Like, I don't know if I should or not, because it just absolutely wasn't true. You know, I'll just go ahead and say it. I got a donation one time, and maybe I told the wrong person or the wrong people, but next thing I know, this person's coming to me and they're like, "Are you buying drugs with the money that I gave you?" And I'm like, "What? No." What? And I guess they were told that I was, which really blew my mind, because I do have an income outside of YouTube. My husband has an income. You know, how are these taxes getting paid? How is our electricity getting paid? How are our necessities getting paid? It sure isn't YouTube or PayPal. I can tell you that. I don't make it like that. So that really hurt my feelings, that someone would actually go behind my back and tell that person not to give me a donation because I was using it on drugs. And I mean, maybe they were speculating, but they should have said, "I'm speculating. I don't know this for a fact." That would have been better. Um, but thank you, because that friendship is definitely done now. So Thank you for doing that. People suck. And, that's partly my fault because I did come onto YouTube inebriated, but damn, to sit there and say that I'm using drugs and using money that somebody had sent to me, that was harsh. That was harsh. Hey, Andy Cruz, how are you doing? Absolutely. I'll answer questions. I'll be honest. I'll be upfront. No matter how shitty it makes me look, I'll always be honest and I'll tell it how it is. I don't have any shame. And I don't have an ego, so I don't really care. Even if it makes me look bad, I don't care. At least I'm being honest. And, you know, people like Laura or MGL would never do that. I guarantee you. They would never do that because their egos are so huge and they're such narcissists that, their lives are perfect. Everything they do is so perfect and everybody else is trash. It just drives me nuts. Whiskey, that's fine, and that's your opinion. I don't dislike you any less. And I hope you don't dislike me for liking her. That's where we need to get in this community, man. We need to not dislike people because they like someone else that you don't like. I seriously hope that we can get to a place in this community where that kind of stupid childish shit just stops. If somebody wants to go into Diane's chat, they should be able to go in there and to talk. There's one person that got trashed because she was in Diane's chat, and that would be Winky Whispers. Let me tell you, Winky Whispers is one of the most kind people in this community, and she got trashed just because she was in Diane's chat. Everybody in this community likes Winky. So to the person that made that video of her, shame on you. You're trash anyways. You're the person that can't stand being called a crackhead, yet you'll sit there and call someone a junkie 10 times a day. Oh, help me make that make sense. Hey, Wendy. You did a good live earlier. I was listening to that and I was listening to the truth. So I was kind of like lurking back and forth. That's just me. I'm like Sand Dancer. We're kind of like huge lurkers. Hey, Helen, I love you. And there's some chats that I don't even want to go into anymore because I'm like, okay, I don't see things the way these people see things. And how are they going to treat me if I go in there? I just, I don't know. Things are so weird in this community nowadays. And it's kind of sucks. I wish it would go back to normal, like where everybody was friendly with everyone instead of wanting to rip each other's heads off. Oh, Pugs, right? No, she doesn't. Winky Whispers is one of the most genuine people in this community, and she is kind to everyone. And it just seems like, this happened to me and one of my friends that is in this community. She's in my Discord, and, sometimes she types in here, and Corey did a video and completely sabotaged her friendship with that person, all because that person was in here in my chat. Like, why? So you can't be friends with her because she was in my chat? That makes no sense. Yeah, I agree. One win. I agree. Yeah, you know what, Alex? I think she, has learned from it. I think that when we go through things in our life or things that happen, we learn from it. And therefore, like Diane, for instance, she said she's not doing anymore. She's not giving her money to this or to that anymore. Why talk about it? Who cares? If she doesn't want to give her money anywhere, that's nobody's business. And don't sit there and take little screenshots of people that send her super chats. If people want to send her super chats, that's on them. And that goes for everybody in the community. You don't have to sit there and watch over people's super chats and complain about it. Be happy for them. Damn. Like I was saying earlier, I was on a Discord call with someone just yesterday, and I brought up that, why count people's coin? Why not just be happy for them? And that person agreed with me. And then, not even 24 hours later, goes live talking about the super chats that Diane was getting. Are you kidding me right now? So, which is it? Obviously, you care. Why do you care about what Diane gets? Why do you care what this one gets? Why do you care? Just be happy for them. I seen a $500 super chat go to Molly Go Lightly. I wasn't jealous. I was like, damn, nice. Even though I don't like malls, I sat there and I was like, nice. I didn't get mad. I wasn't jealous. Money is a material thing. Like, there's more important things to worry about than who's getting a super chat. And that's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not stuck on materialistic things. Never was. I don't know. Hey, Miss Dorky, how are you? Is Jules in here? I didn't see her. Hey, Jules. Julie A. I was raised to never ask about someone's finances or how they spend money. Right? Exactly. Best comment thus far. You're absolutely right. Hey, Joanne Born to Sparkle. It's so good to see you. Mike Brown. I'm still learning how to count. Oh my gosh. So funny. So I probably won't stay live much longer just because I'm losing my voice and probably doesn't sound the greatest. But I just wanted to voice my opinion and give my view on these things. Like, just because people don't like one another doesn't mean that you have to pick a side. You can still like both parties. It's not like you're not being loyal. You know what I mean? You can be loyal to both friends. Hey, Simon. It's so good to see you. Simon's a great person. People should sub up to Simon. He's made some really awesome community posts, and his wife made the most fantastic. She took the most fantastic picture of the sun coming in through the fall leaves on the tree. That was so beautiful. I love that, Simon. I smell bullshit. Says opinions only matter if they match yours. Um, okay. I think everybody's opinion matters. What are you saying? Like, honestly, I do. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to say that I'm better than and that only my opinion matters and then I know that I'm right. There's people that disagree with me on a daily basis, probably every hour, and I don't get mad at somebody because they don't agree with what I think or what? No. I butt heads with a lot of people, but just because I butt heads with them doesn't mean I can't be their friend or meet them in the middle or even say, you know what? I'm wrong. And actually, you're right. That's just not me. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't have an ego like that. I am wrong a lot. and I learn every day. There's a great quote, remain blah, be humble, but remain teachable. And that's the best quote. I swear to God, I'm going to have that tattooed on me somewhere because I love that quote. It's accurate, and we should all be humble, but remain teachable. We learn every day. You know what I mean? Hi, Toodles. How are you? It's been a while. It's good to see you. Yeah, Julie, I like that a lot. I had someone say that to me probably 2 weeks ago, I think. And it stuck. It like really stuck. It like resonated with me. And I'm like, wow, that is so perfect. And I've been using it a lot. I like it. And I understand it, you know. I'm definitely not right all the time. And my opinions are not always right, you know. Teach me the truth no matter what the cost. Okay, Miss Dorky, you have a great day. Yeah, Mike Brown, yeah, sure did. Oh, Lord, people are assholes. Nobody should be picking on Winky Whispers. She doesn't hurt anybody, and she's friendly with everyone. Even if she doesn't care for you, she'll still sit there and say hi to you, just out of common courtesy and decency, because that's the kind of person she is. So I don't think I'm going to stay on here much longer. I just kind of wanted to point out a few things. And this whole thing with me not being sober, man, you need to check yourself and go somewhere else with that, or I'll go live every day proving that I'm sober. I mean, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. It's just the fact that there's so many people saying, oh, Sarah's not sober, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't talk about your sobriety. Don't talk about mine. I don't talk about your personal business. Don't talk about mine. And yeah, if I do come live and I'm inebriated, I deserve getting made fun of. I did it, right? So yeah, go ahead and make fun of me for it because that was a stupid move on my part. It's whatever. I learned from it and I'm moving on. Hopefully you can do the same. So there's that. I know, Sand Dancer. It's just, I guess I feel guilty sometimes, and I'm like, well, maybe I need to explain this, or maybe I need to explain why I did that. Lord, I don't even know why I did that. I think maybe I just probably got a little high and was like, let's go live, see what we can get into. And that gets me in trouble. And I accept the consequences for that. And the consequences were people made fun of me for it. I guess I deserved that, because that was my fault for going live acting like an idiot and slurring my words. So it's whatever. All you can do is laugh it off, because if you sit there and dwell on it, it's just going to make you miserable. Life is too short to be miserable. You know what I mean? Oh, Helen, I love you. I love you bunches. You're a good one. So yeah, my voice is about to go. I'm actually going to send Brandon up to get me some, I don't know. My throat's been hurting and I'm losing my voice again. I pray to God I'm not getting sick. This weather, this is what I get for keeping my windows up at night. I woke up the other morning and it was like 59 degrees in the house. That's crazy. Hey, Deborah Ann. So I guess I'm going to go this time. I swear I'm leaving. But I hope you guys have a great night, a good Sunday evening, and peace, love, and light, everyone.